Hello, guys. This is Mia. I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be around the world. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, welcome. Okay, and my channel is about teaching, and I teach on different, topics and things like that that is going on to awakening uh, the lost soul, divine beings, because there's a lot of divine being out in the world that are lost. They're forgetting who they are. They're forgetting the mission they came here to do on earth. So that is my purpose, to waken these souls up, to bring them back to the divine, and also anyone else that is open to healing, to find the true self, which is the higher self, to work on themselves. So this is what my channel is about, and many other things. So, and I also do life coaching and things like that. So today, message, I'm gonna be talking about soul ties. Okay, the demon behind, attached to the soul tie, and the demonic powers that operates with soul ties. Okay, and soul tie, it's an energy, it's energy that you pick up, you accumulate, you get from dealing with people that you should not have been dealing with to begin with. Okay, as we know that we are energy, everything on this planet is energy, everything. Okay, everything, even the animals, everything is energy. So the sexual energy itself is a very powerful energy, because the love energy is number one, but I think the sexual energy is the number two, because it's very powerful and it's also very sacred. Okay, um, when the creator gave us this gift to reprocreate, to create life itself, it came to sexual energy. You see, so sexual, having, you are not meant to be sleeping around. There's a lot of people that sleeps around all over town. It could be man, it could be a woman in the physical form. Okay, and that energy itself, when you have sex with someone, okay, you merge with them. You merge with them in every single way, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. In every single way, you become one with that person. You see, there's no such thing as casual sex. Don't worry about it, nothing is gonna happen, and there's no such thing. Once you lay down with someone, they become part of you, and you them. Okay, and this is the reason why um people that, well, especially from the woman side, it happened to men too, but not really, because men are basically sexual animals. I mean, men, they think about sex, they dream about sex, they always want to have sex. But for the woman, having sex is more like an emotional thing, for them. And this is why, when you lay down with somebody, you become emotionally attached to them. You see, you become emotionally attached to them, and when you break up, it's very hard. It's very difficult to let go of them, especially if you like them. Okay, but it doesn't pertain basically to someone that's on a healing journey, that's being that is healing, or that is awakening. You see, because these type of beings look at sex in a whole lot in different ways. So when you start accumulating this energy from different people, especially if you had a lot of partners, what happened is those energy get attached to you. They get attached to you, and a lot of time it's very difficult to get rid of them. Okay, unless you really get out there to really get rid of this energy. Another time, those energy stays with you forever. You see, so those soul ties. Um, I have to try not to. I'm getting so many messages about this thing here. Okay, so the soul ties. Sorry, guy, I had to get a drink of water. The soul tie are very someone that is not healed, someone that's carrying around with them very wicked person like a narcissist that that's very demonic thing, like very evil people. Um One thing I want to say is that this is the reason why a narcissist rush and run. They love bomb you. They try to get you into bed because they want to get into your energy. Okay, so that's another way people can get into your energy is to that sacred chakra. To your sexual energy. They can get easily get in there and do whatever the heck they want. And this is why this is the reason why if you broke up with someone that was very toxic, someone that was very wicked, that person stays in your energy unless, like I say, you work hard on getting rid of them, either to prayer, meditation, whatever you got to do, cleansing, whatever, to get rid of that energy. If it's a woman, what happened is that those narcissists or whoever toxic that you have dealt with, you slept with, they still have access to your energy even after you broke up with that person. They still have access to your energy. That pertain to a man too, you see. And if that person is into, like, black magic, into hurting other people energetically, doing stuff they should not be doing, that person still have access to do those things to you. It doesn't mean those things will attain, doesn't mean those things will get get you or get to you. You see, it depends on who you are. It depends on your ranking on the spiritual realm. You see, so this is why it's so crucial. Before you sleep with anybody, you got to get to know who that person is. Okay, who are they, or how many partners they had, because as many partner that person had, you are picking up all those energy as well. You see, if you are a healer and things like that, it's harder on those type of people, because when you pick up those energy and those energy was not right, whatever way, you have to go to all that energy. Like, you're gonna start seeing these people start getting healed and everything, and you gotta carry all that burden. You got to carry all that burden. You see, and a lot of time you start feeling a certain way. There are many of you that never used to feel a certain ways, but after you parted, you were involved with a certain person and you parted with them, you started thinking a certain ways, having those ideas. You see, that's how powerful that those energies are. You see, and you start having ideas and thoughts that is not yours. You see, a lot of time, all of a sudden, some of you will become like you're attracted to certain thing that you were not attracted to before, which is not a good thing. Okay, or many of you will start getting anxiety, or all those things that are negative start how do you say start you know just developing in your energy, that and those energy are not really, they're not yours. They are other energy that you have picked up, and now you got to live with those energies. You see, so because I have talked to several people that they tell me that after they have dealt with someone that is toxic, you see, because I do the session with people too, and they'll tell me that they start feeling ways that they never felt before. It's because you have picked up, you have taken on that person energy. You see, and that person also, that can transfer those negative energy onto you, and they pick up on your good energy. You see, and this is why some people, you may deal with somebody, uh and usually those things doesn't last, and usually it cannot be done to just anybody. Like I say, it depends on the work you have done in yourself. It depends on your ranking in the spiritual realm. It depends how powerful you are. You see, because those things, they are exemption. They cannot work on just anybody. If you have the seal of Christ upon your life, not anything can just attach themselves to you. You see, when people start doing those, energy swap, those things cannot be done to certain people. Like I say, You see? But when you don't know and you carrying that energy, remember those demons knew you before you even knew yourself. You see? You see, those demonic family members knew you before you even knew yourself. Okay, and we're gonna be talking about family members, soul ties as well. Okay, so that person may not have anything, may not have anything, and all of a sudden, they things start going good for them, but it's only temporarily. You see, because those energy, whatever they get from you, they cannot. It's only temporarily. It cannot last. You see? And this is the reason why those demons, these demonic people will always, they'll come around, they'll break up, they'll leave the door open so that they can come back and feed on you again. It's like that's why they call them spiritual vampires. Okay? So these demonic people, they want to create that soul ties so they can always come back and feed on you, because whatever they took from you doesn't last, because these people doesn't know how to rejuvenate, doesn't know how to create. You see, because as a divine being, okay, when you have good energy, it's constantly flowing within you. It's constantly flowing into you, because that good energy is coming from the divine. You see? So you have an unlimited supply of that good energy, that healing energy, that healing, that energy that makes people, that transform people live, even if you never lay hand on that person. You see? By them just having being in contact with you, okay, all those transformation and these people lives start taking place. Okay, so but for a demon, it can only be temporarily. It can only be temporarily. You see, but when you are awake, you start knowing these things. You start learning about this thing, and you learn how to block your energy. You learn how to protect your energy from these type of demonic people. Okay, so not just sex that you create soul ties. Okay, when you in debt, you owe people, or you owe the bank, whatever. That's another kind of soul tie, and this is the reason why when you in debt, you owe somebody, you don't have any rest. And there's another thing that soul tie makes of you. It gives you no rest. You have no peace of mind. You see, the soul tie can also be created, like I was saying earlier, with our family members. You know, but the only reason you have a soul ties with your family member is because you have a soul contract with them. You know, because your family member is part of your soul group. You see, because before you were incarnated, before you came here to have a physical body, to have this human experience, you had an agreement with this group of people. You see, they were gonna be your mom, they're gonna be your dad, they're gonna play your brother, they were gonna play your sister in this lifetime, because it's a role after all. It's a role. Life, you playing the biggest part of your life, about life. You see? So those soul tie, even though you may not talk to them anymore, they're always gonna be there. You see, because of the agreement you had with them. So it's the same thing when you're in debt, you owe people money, or you owe the bank money. You having some type of agreement that create a soul ties. And people don't think about that. Soul ties also created anytime you agree to certain things. You see, you start creating these type of soul ties. You know, yeah, and spiritual wives, spiritual husband. Those are soul ties. That's gonna be a separate video concerning that. Okay? But the main thing is the sexual energy, which is a very powerful energy, and how people just flaunt it around, how people just give it away. You see how the man just flaunt their wand all over the place, and the woman cannot keep their legs closed, not knowing that this is a sacred organ. It's very sacred. This is why you are able to create another life. That's how sacred and powerful that it is. And this is why God says, the man will live, a man should, like the man and the woman will get together, okay? The man will find a wife and they shall become one. You see? So when you get married, and the men get together with a woman, they get married, have you noticed that, before I said this, before I forget, okay? You become one. That I was saying earlier, you merge. You see? Because when the man leave his mother and then he goes to his wife and they become one, they lay down and they become one. That's sexual energy. And you can also create. You see? When you lay down with someone, you can create. You can create whatever you want to create. Because you're using your mind. And for those people that you just laying down with people you don't even know. Okay, what is the person intention? Okay, I'm not just talking about the narcissist, but other people. Some people can be wicked without even being a narcissist. What is the person intention? Why do they want to lay down with you? And for the woman, you are giving yourself away, the most precious thing that you have. Because after all, you are allowing foreigners into your sacred portal. You're giving people access to your soul. See, that's what happened when you're sleeping around. You're giving basically people access to your soul, to your life force, and this is how a lot of people pick up a lot of things they should not be picking up. If you don't know, you don't know. Okay, the supreme God may forgive you if you ask for forgiveness. They may even heal you of certain things. You see, but because that portal is very sacred. Because after all, that portal create other life, other beings, other beings from other planets, or other from the other side comes to that sacred portal, which is the sexual portal, which is that divine portal. So this is why we have to be careful how to treat it. We need to protect it. And for those of you that are on your sexual, I mean, I'm saying on your sacred journey, your journey, your healing journey. Okay, you should stay celibate. Okay, that's another way to get rid of the soul ties. You gotta be celibate, because when you practice celibacy, okay, that will get rid of this energy that is not yours. You see, because like I say, when you have opened your soul to laying down with somebody, you're giving them access to your soul. You also giving them access to your good sacred energy. And this is why these people are able to attack you. This is why these people, they don't even have to physically be there, but they can do it through mentally, because they have access to your mental body. They also have access to your emotional body. They even have access to your spiritual body. You see, this is why sometimes you start thinking about certain things that you should not be thinking about. Okay, your body start having certain symptoms that medically cannot be explained. You see, especially if it is someone that meant you harm. Some people will come and lay with you to have access to you so they can hurt you, so they can control you. They can control your mind. And this is what a demon does. Not because you see someone in a physical body mean that they are a being. They're a demon. Okay, they're shapeshifters appearing as a human in front of you. And if you don't know, you don't know. You think it's a human being. You think it's a woman. You think it's a man. It's a demon trying to gain access to your soul. So that sexual energy, which creates soul ties, like I say, it's not something to take lightly. But in today's world that has gone mad and crazy, and this is why everything that is so good and sacred, they have turned it into very, very dark and just disgusting. People just sleeping around, people having whatever, what they call it, friends with benefits, and they have all those porn and people on. I mean, it's just, you know, when we come to understand the power, because our sexual energy is for us to use. It's a power. It's a power. When you want to create wealth, you want to create healing for your body, you have to stop giving away that power, that sexual power. That sexual power was given to you by God to benefit you, not someone else, not 10,000 people, not 1,000 people, not 500 people. That's why a lot of you are burned out, worn out. Okay, a lot of you are tired all the time because your life force have been drained through sex, to sharing, to giving away your sexual energy. Because that power was only meant for the one that God has chosen for you. Can't you see that people that God was, the two people that were meant to be with each other, can't you notice that after a while they start looking like brothers and sisters? The reason why is because they have become one. You see, a lot of time you'll see a couple that been together for so long, you will think they are brothers and sisters. It happened to me. I mean, many times I'm like, "Is that your brother? Is that your sister?" They're like, "No, no, we husband," and because they look alike. You see, and you start looking all worn out and tired, while that other person start looking refreshed. They start glowing because they have taken on your good energy. You see, so this is why this is not something that you should play with. Whoever this message may be for, but you do whatever you want to do because everybody is an adult. But I'm talking about from the spiritual side, the spiritually. And for those of you that are on healing journey, I know many of you start to call back your energy. You are calling back your energy. Okay, at least you don't have to worry about you being all the way there and here and there. Some of you got to call back your energy nationally and internationally because you've been with so many people that you lost track. Because every time you get involved with someone, they take a piece of you, and this is why you gotta conserve. You gotta protect your sacred energy, which is just say you gotta protect it, and don't let everybody come in and get a piece of you. Because that's what they want. They want a piece of you, and that's the 100 guarantee way they're gonna get what they want. But some of you, God has saved you so many times from these demonic powers. That's one of the ways that these dark entities can have access to your soul. And this is why, those demon, that's why, they molest, innocent children, and all that stuff. So guys, this is all I have for you today, and I hope this was helpful to somebody, because like I say, I'm not criticizing anybody, but I'm just here. I just want to help you, to awaken you, to make you understand that this is not for someone. This energy was not meant for you to give away, share it, have everybody have a piece of you, okay? And to open yourself up to these things. It was not created for that. And certainly it was not created for what you see out in the world. But when you meet the right person and you start sharing that sacred energy, it's gonna be very powerful. If you powerful and that person is powerful and you sharing that energy, boy, there's gonna be an explosion for the better, for best of humanity. The two of you will be unstoppable. And a lot of these people, wicked people, they're so low on supply that they're hunting divine being. They're hunting people that, that God, that has a love for God. They're hunting them down because they seek that energy. That's what they want. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for listening to the video, and I'll be seeing you on the next video. Okay, don't forget to like the video, subscribe. It's not gonna take anything, man, for half a second for somebody to like the video, and it's free. If you listen to the video, just like the video. Like me, when I listen to a video, I like it. Even if you don't listen to the, I like it because I know that's gonna help the next person. You know, and start creating good karma for your life, so you can unblock where you are, so you can move into the next chapter in your life. Start creating good karma. Stop being selfish. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.